Alright, gang, welcome back to a Triple Threat Challenge here in Hutan Pantai. It is now April, as you can see, and I have purchased a new piece of equipment. I did go ahead and upgrade the windrower. It didn't cost us too much to upgrade to this one. It was about a $10,000 difference. I also did a service to the tractor, so that's why we are down to $56,000 from where we left off in the last episode. But I think it was worth it. This is definitely going to help us in the speed of being able to get the bales done here in the field. And obviously the tractor. This is our workhorse tractor. It has been since the beginning, so we really want to make sure we keep this in tip-top shape. And its damage or its maintenance was about halfway, right? So it needed to have some service to it to some extent, and I figured I might as well just go ahead and do it while we were here buying the windrower upgrade. So because we made these upgrades, it's a little bit of a one step forward, two steps back slightly to us saving money, but I think it was well worth it. And we'll make that money back pretty quickly off these bales anyway. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. A lot of things to do today. We've got to obviously do the bales here, and then we've got to re-drill these fields. So it's going to be a busy day. It's going to be a real busy day. Now, I haven't replied to him yet, but I did see a couple messages saying somebody wants me to make a video on the how I modified the settings here on console to make it look the way it does now. Changing the perspective a little bit, the field of view a little bit, and the graphical enhancements. It's certainly not perfect, but I do think this looks better than it had in the past. And it certainly gets rid of the bottom flickering issue that we had. It still has flickering issues other areas, but it's a little less distracting and annoying, I guess. So I'll look to probably do something like that. It'll be a real quick video. I don't know when it'll happen, probably this week at some point, whenever I get some time to do so. But I'll throw it out there quickly. Now, while we're here, I'm going to take a quick break for a second. We're going to run over here and flood this field to the left. It needs to be flooded, so before I forget to do that, let's do that. Perfect. Let's spin around here. We'll try to hit a little bit more of this outside edge here. Watch out, water tank coming through, buddy, coming through. Now, I did go over and take a look at the temple and what we need to get started there. And it is wood, among other things. The other things that we're going to need, we're just going to buy those outright. I think I might have mentioned that already, but I'm just going to mention it again briefly. So, once we are able to purchase the one field that does come with some trees, we will put down a small sawmill or a sawmill in general, so we can turn those trees into the items we specifically need, right? Now, we're going to have to buy some outright. There's no way around it. It's going to require a lot more than the trees are going to provide us on that field itself, but that's okay. I just want to be able to actually say that we put some of our own trees into that temple creation and not just going out and just buying it outright fully. You see some flickering in there in the back. I mean, that's just it. It is what it is, man. This game is just not. It's not perfect. They did not do enough Q&A. They did not do enough just testing in general. Especially for consoles, but I mean that's happening even on PC players too. So. Just another rushed game, man. Anyway, we're still going to have fun with it no matter what, right? Almost done to this, and then we'll start doing the baling here, and then we will wrap these suckers immediately. We have 2 grass bales sitting over there. The grass bales are still, well, 1 grass bale is still sitting over where the goats are, so we don't really need to worry about having any grass bales for a little while. So these are going to go straight into silage to try to make us a little bit of extra money. Bear with me here while I do a couple spinneroonies. Probably one more pass here, and we'll be on to the baling. Now, I talked about this in the end of the last episode briefly. It was the survival challenge yesterday. I'm going to bring it up here real quick again. I want to welcome a brand new member to the channel, 151 Tuck. Thank you so much for your support, man. I appreciate you. All right, we're pretty much done here. I'm actually going to turn back around and hit a tiny little section back there. I don't know if you saw it or not. There's a tiny little section. It probably isn't really going to make that big of a difference that I'm going down here, but I'm going to hit it anyway. I just want to make sure we're getting all the grass we can. All right, that'll work. Fold this up. Now, I don't know if this is actually going to fit. I'm thinking it's not. I don't think this is going to actually fit in here. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, we don't really have a whole lot of space, I guess. I'll probably have to move some things around here. If I move some things around, I probably can get it to fit in there, actually. But I'm not sure it's going to work in its current situation. But we'll see if we can back this sucker in there. I'm terrible at backing things in, gang, so just bear with me for a minute here while we try to get this in there. That's what she said. Oh boy. All right, we're just gonna stop trying that altogether. Just gonna put this over here for right now, and then we'll clean it up later. All right, let's get the baler out. Now, once we're done baling, what's going to likely happen then is I'm going to get the workers started on re-drilling a field. We'll probably take over for the worker at some point, but we're going to get them started, and then we will start doing the baling with the John Deere. I think, or not the baling, the wrapping, excuse me, with the John Deere. I think we can do it. I think the John Deere can do the wrapping. I'm pretty sure, at least. Now, we do have a few trees here as well. As you can see, there's not many, but we have a few trees here. We'll probably be taking some of these out for that temple. Not all of them. We're going to leave a few for sure. But this little cluster down here is probably all going to be gone. We're going to use that as an area to expand the field a little bit. I missed some. Whoops. Missing bits. Come on, Z, get it together, buddy. All right, so we're gonna continue on here, gang. We'll get all these bales all done, and then we'll flip over to doing some wrapping. Like I said, let's get going. Alright, the baling is done, gang. We need to put fertilizer down on this field as well, so we'll probably do that really quick. And then we'll probably more than likely to go for the worker. Actually, as a matter of fact, I didn't think about this. Our small field we purchased, if you recall, it might be this 11 here. It might be ready to harvest. It is ready to harvest. So we'll harvest that. Let the worker keep doing the drilling for now. See if I can back this sucker in here. Probably gonna run into something. Certainly did. Perfect. Alright, let's get the fertilizer spreader out. We'll spread the fertilizer down on this really quick. And, like I said, we'll jump to harvesting. Alright, we are done with fertilizing of here. So we'll just jump into the harvester here and we'll head on over to our small little field 11. Probably won't re-drill field 11 today, more than likely. Probably save that one for the next episode, I would think. Worker's taking a lot longer to drill that field up there than I kind of expected. I guess I should be used to it by now since we've done it so many times, but it just feels like he's going a lot slower than I would. Perhaps he's not, though. Perhaps he's not. All right, we'll leave that there for right now. Let's jump into the harvester. Probably won't need to bring the trailer over or anything. It'll probably all fit in the harvester here. It's not a very big field, but I've been wrong before. Put the beacons on. Probably be good since we're going to be driving out on the road. Alright, so what else can I talk to you about today? I don't have a whole lot to talk about today for whatever reason. I'm just going to push that bale a little bit. I was recently at, I think I talked about it, I don't know if it was in this series or not, but I recently, over the weekend, went to Royal Rumble, which was in Indianapolis. I've never really been to one. It was enjoyable, it was fun. Something we wanted to do since I was little. I used to watch it back in the day when I was little. Don't really now. Every once in a while we'll, get the guys over and watch, but it doesn't happen very often. But it's cool. It was fun. Finally getting to experience that. Indy's a quick hop for us. It's about an hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours drive, so it's nothing to get there. So that was fun. Don't really have any major plans to do anything at all from this point for the next probably 3-4 months. I'm sure when my wife's birthday comes around, we'll find something to do. I don't know what we'll be doing, but worker stop, no field found. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. Oh, boy. Let me pull off to the side up here at the gas station. Let's see what the worker did. Oh. Are they done? It doesn't really look done to me. I don't know what they did. Okay, well, let's start it back up here. And just have them do the headlands. Okay. Hopefully that fixed it. I don't know. Nope, it did not. Man, weird. What is going on here? I'm going to drive down to the other end and see if this will work or not. If not, I guess we're going to have to take care of this and maybe have the worker do the harvesting. But I wanted to do the harvest on the new field, because you've seen this field many times. Maybe I set it up wrong last time. I think I set it up wrong last time. Alright, let's see what happens there. Having to use an old controller here today, so I might have a few issues with the screen kind of doing one of these things. My new controller that I got, I just I spilled something on it, so I don't know if it's going to work anymore or not. I screwed up there. Wasn't really on purpose. I was just doing some other things around the house, and yeah, I missed it. It was sitting on the floor. I don't know why I had it on the floor, but it was on the floor, so anyway. All right. Let's get to work here. Some nice sorghum here. It's not going to be, you know. Oop. Yeah. I know straw's not available. Thank you. It's not going to be a ton of profit here, but see, there is some kind of issue there for sure. He goes right back up here and then can't figure out where he's at. All right, well, we'll just have to do it ourselves then, I guess. Let's continue on here doing the harvest, though. It's not going to be a ton of extra money here, but whatever we do make off this sorghum, and we're not going to sell it until it's best to sell it. I actually don't remember when sorghum is best to sell now in FS25 because they changed everything around, as you all know. I've mentioned that before. So I don't recall when it's actually best to sell it. I will look here in just a second once we get a little bit more solidified here in a straight line. But we're going to wait until sell it until it's, you know, it's best, right? So it's January, so it's still January for sorghum. Okay. So we'll get a little bit of the money that we paid for this field back. And it's not necessarily that we have to actually keep this field, right? We can sell this field if it allows us to get to the next stage and get the field that I'm really looking for, right? Now, I don't know if this field specifically has any trees on it that we can take down or not. I'm thinking it doesn't. But if we decide to keep it and it does, there's a potential, I guess, that we could steal a few trees off this plot to go towards the temple, right? Small field, it won't take too long. Let's do a bit of a time lapse here. Let's get it done. Alright, well, we did have to go get the trailer, so I was completely wrong. I actually thought we were going to be able to fully get the field complete and held into the harvester without having to bring the trailer over, but that's a good thing. Right, it means we got more than I was expecting. Get a little bit more money out of this field than what I anticipated from the actual crop here that was already planted when we bought it. So I'm happy about that. Not much left to do here, though. Be a very small amount. Was a little bit of a short time lapse there. Well, it'd be better if you actually hit every single strip there, Z, wouldn't it? Good job, buddy. Seems like a lot of people have said that they like the modification I made to my thumbnails. Very slight modification, but I haven't got, finished with doing every single thumbnail yet. I still have some more work to do. Oop, I did not mean to do that. I still have some more work to do on this series, all the way back to the beginning, as well as the farming series, the farm maze series as well. But getting closer to getting all those taken care of. I'm also working towards implementing a new time-lapse millionaire. We kind of started that, did 2 episodes of it, and then I abandoned it a little bit. Not the actual challenge itself, but the actual series on the map that I had started it on. I'm just going to redo it. We're going to restart that. Whether that's right or wrong, doesn't matter. That's what I'm deciding to do for that one. It's just a bonus series anyway. Not everybody is into time-lapse series, and that's perfectly fine. You don't have to watch it, but I wanted to kind of run that as an extra bonus thank you to all of you that'll come out, I don't know, every once in a while. I'm going to attempt to try to do 1 a week, but there may be some weeks where that doesn't happen. So we're going to try that on one of the new maps. I had thought about, setting it all up and having it released on Sunday night or something like that. Last Sunday night, because you're watching this. Let's see, you're watching this on a Tuesday, I think. So last Sunday night, I had thought about, releasing it then, but I decided I'm going to wait and see what happens this week on Tuesday. So the day that you're watching this, that's typically when Giants release a bunch of mods out on ModHub. So there could be some new maps. So I'm going to wait and see if any other new maps come out. If they don't, then we're going to probably start it on one of the 2 most recent maps that came out, either Comsden Farms or the Michigan farm, or the Michigan map. So, if a time-lapse series interests you at all, look out for that here very, very soon. That's going to be coming. Alright, unloading this here. I forgot to make the upgrade on the wrapper, the bale wrapper, to flip the bales on the other end so I can easily pick them up. I forgot to do that, so I'm going to have to do that one a little bit manually here for now so I can stack them on top of each other in our little shed area, right? Okay, so organs in the silo. We're good to go there. Actually, you know what? We're going to leave the trailer here. I'll put these over. Put this. Actually, you know what? No. Change of plans. Change of plans ever so slightly. I'm going to put the worker on cultivating up the field that we just harvested. I might as well, right? While I finished doing the drilling of that field up there, since the worker can't figure it out to save his life. Or her life. Might as well have the worker do something else in the interim. Oh my gosh, there is definitely something there that's getting stuck. An invisible wall of sorts, if you will. Oh boy. Now we're really stuck. Oh boy. Let me work on this a little bit here, gang. Alright, we made it back down here, gang, so we're going to go ahead and set this up, get the worker doing their thing. Alright, we should be good there, hopefully. And we can take over for this incompetent worker here that couldn't figure out how to go around this for whatever reason. No. There we go. Perfect. Gonna have to do a lot of work here, I think. This is not the best work that the worker's done here. I think I'm just gonna kind of go around this a couple of times without even utilizing the steering assist, even though it's ready. There are some spots here where I feel like I've really got to maneuver this to be able to hit it and make sure that we're getting it all drilled up. We want the whole field. We want all the money we can get. Come on, controller. Don't start doing that on me. So hopefully that controller dries out and it's able to be used, because that would just be my luck. I just buy a new controller and screw it up. My own fault. Not even like it's the controller's fault. It's my own fault. Now, I talked a little bit briefly about, doing a quick video on how I modified the view and the settings and everything else. No, now my batteries are low. Even wonderful, man. This turned it into a disaster. I'm going to wait probably to release that now that I think about it until Tuesday. Maybe they come out with an update that fixes the issue. So if they do, then there's really no point for me to make a video, right? I guess I can make it tonight. This is Monday. I guess I can make it Monday night, right? Later tonight, after I'm done with this video. But if they're going to fix it in the next day, the day you're watching this, there's really no point for me to do that, right? I think I'm just wasting my time and everyone else's. This is not working. I'm going to have to do this without the steering assist. Which I have no problem doing. I just know a lot of people always make a comment about, you not like steering assist? No, I don't dislike a steering assist. I do feel like it's a little cheaty. It's too easy, but... it's just some of us who have been playing the game for a long period of time. It's just natural nature for us on console, because we didn't even have course play. We haven't had anything until now. I'm gonna use it on these straights for sure, but that curving corner there, it's not gonna work very well. Maybe it will now that we kind of have a little bit of a base set up, but I don't know. We'll give it a shot, I guess. Let's do a quick save here. We have a bunch of canola, a bunch of sorghum, and then a little bit of soybeans and some long grain rice in there. The prices for these, they're getting better, but they're not great. Yeah, so we're not selling anything today either. When that time comes, though, and we're going to start selling some of this stuff, it's going to be some good money, man. We've got, 40-something thousand, 50,000 liters of some kind of crop in there. And I fully suspect that this field to the left here is going to be ready to harvest in the next episode as well. So, we got a lot of income coming to us, which is really nice. I'm definitely going to have to touch that up. feel like on this map, the train goes by so fast. Anybody else feel like that? I feel like I see that train go past every 3 minutes, 5 minutes. This map's growing on me a lot, though, the more I play it. I'm starting to like it a lot more. Not that I didn't like it to begin with, but it was probably in the mid-range for me. Zelonka is obviously my least favorite. Man, that field is weeded to hell, isn't it? You'd be taking better care of that field. All right, we're nearly done here, gang. Final pass here. Well, maybe. There might be a little bit more down there, but mostly the final pass here. Things are going well. Don't think I'm actually going to be able to re-drill that field down there. I kind of had hoped to do that and this field, but I forgot about field 11 and the harvest of that over there. And then with the issues here that the worker was having, not being able to figure out the line to drill this and us having to take over, kind of ran out of time. So that will be in the next episode. I apologize, but we will do it in the next episode for sure. We'll re-drill that field and probably field 11, and then this field will probably be ready to harvest. So we'll probably do all of that in the following episode. But with that, we will leave the episode here. I will finish up the rest of this drilling of this field. It won't take me too long to finish the rest of this. Like I said, it's just a quick pass here and we're done. And yeah, we will carry on our quest here to make some money and be able to buy one of the fields for one of the threat objectives that we have left to do, which will then in turn help us get started on the temple. Hope you enjoyed it. Smash the like button if you did, and I'll see you in the next one.